What's up, YouTube? So I'm getting on YouTube. I want to talk about all of these ex-gay videos that be going on, and people are always making these videos. But I want to first say that I respect people that come to a space in their life where they want to change. Change is one of the most inevitable things, and it's one of the most necessary things that we can do in our life. And it's very difficult for people, us as individuals, to adapt to change. Change is not something that we're just accustomed to. It's something that we kind of grow into, and as we begin to live our life, we start to understand the necessity for it, and we start to embrace it little by little. So to the individuals who make these videos, you know, I do commend you for getting it in your mind and getting it in your heart to just change. What I do find interesting is that a lot of times it's typically studs who make these videos. But one thing that I have a couple of issues with a lot of these videos. Here's some of my issues, and then I'm gonna do a part 2 video where I kind of elaborate more about the flip side. One, you don't need to let the dead things in your life be dead. Get rid of the grave clothes. If you're free, you don't need to have 30 pictures to show me proof that God delivered you from living an alternative lifestyle. I don't need that much proof. I don't want to go to a family member or somebody I met off the street and they tell me they're a former crackhead. I don't want to go to their house and see them to pull out a box of some of their favorite pipes, whether they're broken or not, to just show me proof that they were strung out on drugs. I don't need to see pictures of them in the trap house. I don't need to see all that. Your word, what comes out of your mouth is enough. What you speak is enough. God doesn't have to give proof of miracles for us to believe that who He is, that He's Alpha and Omega. His word stands alone. And that's the same thing you should be with you wanting to testify of your deliverance. If you've been in a domestic violence relationship, you grew up being molested by a parent, you grew up with low self-esteem, you grew up in a single parent household where you were never loved, those are not reasons for you to justify being a lesbian. If you're or drugs, not a reason. If you are in a relationship that's domestic, that has everything to do with your self-esteem and everything to do with you. It has nothing to do with anyone else. You can get beat on with the man. You need to go to counseling and get some self-therapeutic work done. That is not a spirit. That has nothing to do with that lifestyle, because you can you can be in a domestic relationship with anyone, a family member. I mean, abusive relationships are just what they are. It has everything to do with you making a decision of knowing your self-worth. If you get in a relationship and drugs is involved, that's because you will have succumbed to that. You've invited that in. You can be in a drug-related relationship with a man. It has nothing to do with you being in a LGBT relationship. What your parents didn't give you as a kid has nothing to do with it. That has everything to do with you. You have to be able to heal before